with that being said, my brother, the real, point that I wanted to make and kind of touch on a little bit is the fact that he said to you while interviewing that Zion Lex doesn't even believe in God, in my opinion, because how could a man take something and not get into a debate? He insinuated that somebody paid me to not debate. So here we're gonna go. We got the rabbi on the phone right now. Sarnetta calls me and we're dialoguing, and Sarnetta says to me, listen, Polight does not want you in a debate. He goes, I want to do something that has nothing to do with Polight. I want to give you $500 to come out of the debate. I said to him, me being a very intelligent man, I said, call Rabbi Harry. I want him to hear what you just said. The rabbi is on the line, and he can speak to the truth that I'm saying right now. We called the rabbi, and Sarnetta repeated the words again as I told him to. I said, Sarnetta, repeat what you just said to me. And he said, I'll pay you $500 if you come out of the debate. Polight does not want you in it anymore. He feels that you're too turned up, you're a little too rude and aggressive, and he would rather deal with the rabbi. So Sarnetta said, to kind of help with, you and putting in all the work that you have done already, I'll give you $500, man. And the rabbi can bear witness that I said no. And I turned down that money, and I said, you know what I will do, though? I said, I will gracefully bow out. I said, I'm not going to beg Polight to debate him. That's not even my character. I said, what I will do is gracefully bow out, but you can keep your money. So Polight interviews with you, and he says the lie that Zion Lex actually took the money. Mind you, y'all know how blatantly disrespectful I can get when I get ready. So what did I do? I released a text message of me speaking with Sarnetta about this issue, and I said to Sarnetta, I thought you was a stand-up guy. How could you allow Polight to insinuate on video that I took that money when you know that I turned down that offer? As everyone can see on Facebook, because I posted the screenshot read from Sarnetta, I told him that that was not true. Sarnetta words, not mine, and Sarnetta's phone number is up there too. Reason why I did it like that is because I asked Sarnetta immediately after he told the truth. I said, Sarnetta, okay, would you allow me to come on your show and clear my name? I haven't got a return text yet.
Speak on it. This is the deal. Harry wasn't going to debate Polight without Zion Lexx stepping in the ring. Zion Lexx said, I'm not going to let Harry. He was like, nah, man, I'm out of here. So I said, yo, Zion, I tell you what, Zion, I'll give you $500 if you step away, not to be quiet, not to shut you up. I said I would give him $500 to just back off and let Polight deal with Harry by himself, because Harry wasn't going to do it. That's what the 500 was for, not to keep him quiet or nothing else. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the money was for. Now, as far as him turning it down, I never heard him turn nothing down. And Harry never heard him turn nothing down, because he kept saying, is it all right, Harry? And Harry said, all right, I'm cool with that.
Sarnetta, this is me right now. Sarnetta.
I know you're on the phone. Go ahead.
All right, so since we all the way real, which I'm always all the way real, let's say this. Let's put it this and make it very, very clear. You did an interview with Titans TV and Polight being there, where Polight insinuates on camera that I accepted that money. You know I never accepted any money to turn away from this debate, right or wrong?
Number one, Polight never suggested that you accepted that money.
You feel me? I don't mind dealing with somebody who I believe actually believes in God. I don't really think he believes in God. That's just how I feel. I think he thinks he believes in God from time to time. I would say that. I believe he's willing to let his God go. And I could say that personally, because all I'll say is what profit a man if he gained the whole world and he loses his soul. I know me personally, if I'm really strong in my conviction about something, there's nothing someone can give me to shut up. That's all I'm going to say. You can't give me nothing to be quiet, especially if I hate you. I'm not taking nothing from my enemy to be quiet. You feel me? But I'm going to be a man and professional about this, and I'm not going to go any further because I said I wouldn't. So that's what it is.
Okay. Wow. Okay. You know what? It's only going to be fair. I don't want to do this, but it's only fair. I have to do this. Rabbi, can you confirm the story that the accounts that brother Zion Lexx has just stated?
Yeah, you know, it was one night. It was the strangest thing that I've ever seen of, conference calls between us going back and forth, Sonetta hanging up on us, and then him having a side call Polight and calling us back, and I'm like, well, whatever's going on, this is too much. I basically told Zion Lexx, this was originally his battle with Brother Polight. It's his call. He wants me to step out so he could take it. That's fine. Brother Polight was very assertive. He didn't want Zion Lexx in this battle. He just wanted it on me. He gave his reasons. Brother Polight looked like he was going to back out if Zion Lexx came in. I was there when the $500 was offered. I heard that with my own ears. For him just kind of stand in there and be there in the room, but not do anything, get that paycheck. So I heard all that go down. That's for sure.
Crazy. You want to get Polight in?
All right, thank you very much. One thing I'm extremely happy about Sonetta jumping in on this show right now is that brother literally just cleared the air. You see, people that watched that video interview on Titans of TV, they assumed based on what Polight said, whether or not that was Polight's attention, what he achieved with the words that he said was the thought that I had accepted money or anything from y'all to bow out of that debate. And the bottom line is, I didn't accept anything from y'all to bow out the debate. I said to Sonetta, you know what? As a man, I'm not going to chase that man. If he don't want to debate me, I said, Sonetta, let's call him back and tell him that I won't do it. Simple as that.
That is true. I agree. I agree with you on that.
Exactly. So I'm keeping it all the way 100. I thank you, Sonetta, for coming and clearing the air, because I have brothers that love me dearly that said to me, yo, you accepted money to leave this debate, so I'm glad that you cleared the air. Thank you for at least doing that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem.
I form atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform armed robbery, flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. Battle scarred shogun, explosion when my pen hits tremendous. Ultraviolet shine blind forensics.